As we've seen this year, each successive release of the big football video game franchises brings a more realistic depiction of gridiron action. But have these games gotten so realistic that they can accurately predict the outcome of real-life games?
Not really. I mean, some of them, but some of these games, they video games, and it's going to stay video games, because some of these plays that these players make on these video games, they don't make them in real life.
Absolutely. I think we've done so many things in the game engine and also the simulation engine that have made the game basically a predictor's tool.
As good as the games are and as well developed as they are, I think it's just all happenstance. It's just freak of nature that it happens that way.
Okay, so there's a bit of disagreement there. Various events held before this year's Super Bowl drew some of football's biggest names to challenge each other on the virtual gridiron.
Just falls down like, what is that?
For the past 8 years, Sony's Game Before the Game has pitted a player from each of the Super Bowl teams against each other. Incredibly, the outcome of that game has always reflected the outcome of the actual game. This year was no exception. Charlie Garner of the Raiders was blown out by Keenan McCardell of the Buccaneers. Who saw that one coming?
It's gonna come pretty sooner or later.
I just think this is just a game. You know, when you go out on Sunday, it's all about executing a game plan that Coach Gruden has. That was my game plan. You know, it's Coach Gruden's game plan that we have to execute.
Meanwhile, EA held their annual Madden Bowl, and the place was swamped with NFL stars. And they all had an opinion on the subject.
They let in the players, you know, they get in the feedback from the players, you know, what they're thinking about in different situations and stuff like that. So it's almost just like, you know, it's a real game.
It doesn't matter what the team is. It all depends on the player playing the game.
I think it's almost there, but I don't think it's quite.
You know, they have gotten pretty realistic. I mean, there's certain things, you know, that they can never, you know, compensate for.
Be able to, on defense, strip the ball, and on offense, quarterback can pump fake, and, you know, stuff like that. It's just getting better and better.
I think they're pretty accurate with their ratings, except of me. They got me at about a 72. I should at least be in the 80s, so that's not accurate. Other than that, I think it's pretty close.
So the issue is still up in the air from the pro standpoint. However, now that consoles are online, stats and lineups can be updated in real time. As this technology becomes more and more advanced, it's not too far off the mark to think that we may be consulting our PS2s before heading to Vegas.